Wang Guangjun and Zhang Renbao, two Chinese nationals, found themselves at the heart of the Russia-Ukraine conflict under shocking circumstances. Wang, a 34-year-old rehabilitation therapist, traveled to Moscow in early 2025 for what he believed was a civilian job. Zhang, a 27-year-old, arrived in Moscow as a tourist in December 2024, also seeking work. Both men were enticed by promises of lucrative salaries, far exceeding what they could earn in China. Little did they know that these promises were a deceptive facade, concealing a darker reality. Wang was drawn to Russia by online videos on Douyin, China's version of TikTok. These videos portrayed military service as a prestigious and non-combatant opportunity. Zhang, influenced by the constant emphasis on Sino-Russian friendship in Chinese media, trusted the Russian narrative. Both men, driven by their individual circumstances and aspirations, embarked on journeys that would lead them into the throes of a brutal conflict. Upon arrival in Russia, Wang and Zhang were swiftly subjected to a harsh and deceptive training regimen. Wang was immediately deployed to Donetsk on April 1, 2025, after minimal training. He was assigned to a unit believed to be Russia's 7th Motorized Rifle Brigade. Zhang's experience was similar. He arrived in Moscow in December 2024 and was promptly sent to a training camp in Rostov before being deployed to Donetsk in late March 2025. The training camps were characterized by strict surveillance and deplorable conditions. Wang described constant monitoring, with armed guards even accompanying bathroom trips. Communication was a significant barrier as neither Wang nor Zhang spoke Russian, and they were often left in the dark about their duties and the true nature of their mission. The promised salaries, a key motivator for their journey, remained elusive. Wang is unsure if he received any payment, while Zhang only heard rumors of others being paid. The deployment to Donetsk marked a terrifying turning point for both men. Thrust onto the front lines, they faced the brutal realities of war. The language barrier persisted, making it impossible to communicate effectively with their Russian comrades. Wang described relying on gestures to understand orders, a dangerous and unreliable method in the heat of battle. On April 4, 2025, during an advance in northern Donetsk, Wang misinterpreted a gesture from a Russian soldier and took cover. Moments later, a drone strike killed several of his comrades. Terrified and disoriented, Wang surrendered to Ukrainian forces. Zhang's capture followed a similar pattern. After enduring hours of relentless drone attacks, he too chose to surrender to Ukrainian troops in late March 2025. The capture of Wang and Zhang brought to light the complex issue of foreign fighters in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Ukraine claims that over 150 Chinese nationals are fighting alongside Russian forces, although there is no evidence of official Chinese government sanction. The United States shares this assessment, believing that most Chinese citizens involved are mercenaries enticed by financial incentives. China, for its part, maintains that it has consistently warned its citizens against participating in the conflict. In response to the capture of Wang and Zhang, China called on all parties to be correct and sober in assessing China's role. Meanwhile, Wang and Zhang, now prisoners of war, have appealed to the Chinese government to negotiate their release. They claim they were deceived into fighting for Russia and fear punishment upon their return to China. Their plight underscores the human cost of the conflict and the complex web of international relations it has entangled.